I had to narrow this down somehow because I'm sure you guys know by now I can talk about horror movies all day. So here are 31 horror movies that I find to be underrated but also really great that you may have never seen. This is a lot of movies, so I'm kind of going to go rapid fire. Pyewacket, a movie that I cannot believe I put off watching for so long. The end had me absolutely shook. You can watch this on Tubi. The Dark and the Wicked, super unsettling, super twisted. You can watch this one on Shudder. Super Dark Times, one of the darkest coming-of-age movies you will ever see in your life. You can watch this on Tubi. The Possession, a movie that I simply do not see enough love for, but I am obsessed with, and one of the only movies to ever truly scare me in my life. You can watch this on Tubi. American Mary, this might be in my top 10 favorite horror movies of all time. If not, then definitely in my top 20. Can be heavy, check trigger warnings on this one, but an incredible revenge film. Watch it on Tubi. Excision. This one is odd as fuck, but it will leave you absolutely shook, and I love every minute of it. Also on Tubi. Speaking of odd, May is downright fucking weird. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine. Watch this on Tubi. The Bay. This is a movie that is just absolutely fucking disgusting and will leave you feeling dirty. And it's also one of my favorite found footage movies of all time. This one is not streaming anywhere right now, but you can rent it on YouTube, and I promise it's worth it. The Cleansing Hour, another super underrated possession movie that gives you like a modern twist on the classic possession story. You can watch this one on Shudder. Also on Shudder, this little gem that came out of Argentina called Terrified. This one is downright creepy and unsettling as fuck, and I love it. The Loved Ones, one of my favorite villains, Lola Stone, does not get enough love. This movie is unreal. Watch it for free on Pluto TV. Similar to Lola, another villain that I think just does not get enough love that I would have loved to see more of, Leslie Vernon from Behind the Mask. You can rent this one on YouTube as well. Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. I talk about this movie so much I don't even know if we can consider it underrated anymore. But Korean horror is superior to everything. I will say that till the day I die. You can watch this one for free on Tubi. The Collector series is a bit better known, but I feel like they still don't get as much love as they should. I counted this as one, but it's a series, so really it's two. The first one is on Tubi, and then the second one, The Collection, is for free on Plex. On the topic of slashers, No One Lives. Luke Evans is an incredible villain that I should not love nearly as much as I do. This one is for free on Tubi. Another slasher, and what I believe to be probably the most underrated 80s slasher, Intruder from 1989. So fun, so campy, watch it on Tubi. A movie that didn't come out in the 80s, but that is set in the 80s, summer of 84. Another super dark coming-of-age movie, and this one just leaves you feeling kind of empty and numb, and you can watch it on Shudder. Another one that's on Shudder, and one that I don't think I've actually ever talked about before, Lake Bottom. This one gives you your classic teens in the woods trope, but manages to make it original. Cam is a movie that I stumbled upon by accident, but ended up completely loving. This is a super unique concept. You can watch this one on Netflix. Another one I stumbled upon completely by accident, but if you like a cult-themed movie, then this is the one for you. Starry Eyes. You can watch this on Tubi. The Den is a movie that truly chilled me to my core because the concept of this movie is terrifying because I believe that this exists. You can watch this on Tubi. Coherence. I love a time loop mindfuck movie, and if you do too, then you will love this one. This is on Tubi. The Last Matinee. If you are a fan of like Argento or any Italian giallo, this is a modern day giallo. You will love it. This one is for free on Tubi as well. Hosts. This is a movie that I talked about kind of recently. This is kind of almost like a Christmas horror, I would consider it, but it still takes an absolutely wild turn and is a wild ride from beginning to end. You can watch this one on Tubi as well. Clive Barker's Nightbreed is a movie that I will continue to love for the rest of my life, and I will never understand why it doesn't get more hype, but you can watch this one on Tubi, and if you like a sci-fi creature feature, you will love this. That one's a cult classic, as is this, a personal favorite, Repo the Genetic Opera. This one is definitely not for everybody. It is a gothic horror opera that includes Paris Hilton singing. I fucking love it, and if you think you love it, watch it on Tubi. Werewolf horror might be one of my least favorite subgenres, but one werewolf horror that I do love is Dog Soldiers. This movie is probably the most brutal and gruesome werewolf movie I've ever seen. I fucking love it. You can watch it on Tubi. The Innkeepers. This is a paranormal movie. It's an early Ty West film, and the way he just like builds tension and this creepy atmosphere is unmatched. You can watch this one on Tubi. Would You Rather, a movie that I have definitely talked about quite a few times, but I still think deserves a lot more love, but this one is currently on Tubi as well. Anything for Jackson. This is another Shudder original, but this is another horror movie that proves that old people can be fucking terrifying. And finally, a movie that is definitely a bit more well-known, but one that I personally love to watch every spooky season, Creep. It's a found footage movie, and you can watch it on Netflix.